Today we're going to talk about how to use your stomper plates with both ski and snowboard boots. So we're going to start out with ski boots. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you practice this at home before you're out in a high-ish consequence situation. It's no fun to learn something new without the instructions while you're out in the mountains and your friends are waiting for you. So do this in your living room. You're going to need your plates, your boots, and 3 ski straps. I prefer to use 2 20-inch ski straps, that's the most common, and 1 25-inch ski strap. And you'll see why we need the longer one in a second. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to thread these straps through the plate like this, so that the buckles are on the white side of the plate that has the grip tape, and the straps go through the printed side of the plate. And we want to make sure that the buckles are all on the same side of the plate. We'll explain why in a second. So here I've got all the buckles are on this side of the plate. So once you've got those 2 in, we're going to do the ankle strap, goes through the same way. Installed that one backwards. Okay. So you got all your straps rigged up. Before you try and put your boot in it, we're going to just thread these 2 toe straps loosely. We're not going to tighten them or anything, but we're just going to make a basket out of them. It makes it a lot easier to get your boot into it. You can take your boot, preferably on your foot. You're going to put it through these 2 toe straps, and in the instructions and everywhere else on the website, we talk about having a prominent toe buckle being necessary. This is a prominent toe buckle. You want the straps to land behind that toe buckle, and you want the toe to overlap the plate by about 1 inch. That's this distance here. And that's just so that you have a little better traction, and so if you kick anything, you're kicking it with your boot before it hits the plate. So once you've got it lined up with that, just tighten these straps down. You can kind of do them in steps. Do one, and then once it's tight, get the other one. You can really crank on these. You want them real tight. So there's those, they're pretty tight. And then here we've got this ankle strap is just going to go over the boot like this, over your instep. Same thing, we want to crank it down tight. So now you can see that all of these straps are on the same side. Generally, we'd want these to be on the outside of the ski boot so that they're not tangling when you're climbing something with the other foot. When you're climbing something, you can, and if the plate feels a little bit wobbly, you can just tighten up these straps whenever you need to, but just get them tight as you can at the bottom and they should stay pretty secure. And again, there's that prominent toe buckle. We've got the straps behind it. That's really important. If you don't have that toe buckle, you'll need to get creative. So to do it on a snowboard boot, you'll start the same way with the straps all lined up through the plate and with the toe straps in kind of this basket, loose basket orientation. Take your snowboard boot, slip it through. Same thing, you want about 1 inch overhanging the front of the plate to give you traction and help you kick steps. And then you want to make sure that these straps fall kind of behind the stiffer toe box of the boot. You can see this transition here, and even where it's crinkled, it's like the boot gets softer here and it's more of a stiff round box here. You want the straps to be behind that. That'll help keep them in place. Same thing, tighten 1 strap at a time, kind of just work your way up until they're quite tight. It's the magic of ski straps. They'll stretch and you'll get a real tight fit. And then you'll do the same thing with your heel strap. Comes over the instep. And cranks tight. So with a snowboard boot or a pow surf boot, it's really important that these straps, these toe straps, are behind the big chunky part of the toe of the boot. A pow surf boot will generally have a slightly stiffer toe as well. You want to get them back towards the instep of your foot where it kind of naturally creates a valley behind your toes. And then you want to cinch them down really tight so that they'll stay put. And then same thing with this instep strap. So that's how you use the strap-on stomper plates. Now you can let loose with all of your strap-on jokes.